Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Big Ak or Ahmed, and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be talking about an Israeli author. His name is Yuval Noah Harari, and he says Israel could defend itself with nuclear weapons. So he's talking about Israel defending itself with nuclear weapons. At this point, I don't know how someone at this stature, this level, who's an author, who's that big of a part of the publicity of Israel and, standing for it and being a famous person from that place and being a knowledgeable, well-known person who teaches universities, also a teacher, to say something this ignorant and this stupid. But we're going to go ahead, jump into it, see what he says real quick, 40-second clip, and then we'll just talk about it. The world is going into a place where it's very, very dangerous. This little nation of Israel, little area of Palestine, and Lebanon, these little tiny places, like for instance, like Florida, right? I live in Florida. I could stick all those countries inside Florida, and then there's still there's still 2 times the amount of landmass to put all those countries in it 2 more times. You get what I'm saying? Like I can put Israel and Florida probably like 50, 60 times, maybe more. I'm not 100% sure. I don't have like the square footage of each country to tell you exactly what would fit into what. I know Israel and Lebanon and Palestine, they're small land masses. They're small areas of land. They're not like these massive, huge places. It's not like Russia or Canada or United States is just land everywhere. No, they're squeezed. They're conformed. They're stuck in this little area and they're surrounded. And everyone's, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to see where this goes. If any type of nuclear anything happens, full World War III is going out, and this is going to get very, very bad. Israel is a very, very important piece of land, and yes, all the countries of the planet, even if it's not affecting their direct country on their soil, will go to war for this country. They will 100% go to war for this land, and this could start a very, very big war. So let's go ahead and see what this guy has to say.
Now is in the greatest danger that we have been for years, and actually the entire region is in the greatest danger we have been for years.
I agree with that. I think Israel is in the greatest danger that it's ever been because Israel has now pushed itself to the point where it is fully now unwelcomed in the Middle East. It is unwelcomed by everyone. And it is not just in the Middle East. It's unwelcomed by everyone on the planet. Like, not a lot of people really welcome or agree with what Israel's been doing for the last 70 years. So, like, now it's kind of, like, enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one's really, like, treating you as the victim. People will be like, oh, stand for Israel, pray for the civilians, isn't it? But you're not the victim. I hope you know that. Like, you're the aggressor. You're not the victim. So, yeah.
We could theoretically be just 24 hours away from a nuclear war because there is a credible threat.
What is the credible threat for a nuclear war? Hamas? 50,000 Hamas terrorists who are shooting pipe bomb missiles while you're literally being backed by the United States of America, a multi-trillion dollar country that prints money and gives weapons and controls the world and has bases in over 100 countries, who has terrorized and tore down every single Middle Eastern country that surrounds you. What do you need nuclear weapons for?
That Hezbollah and other Iran...
Oh, they're scared of Hezbollah and Iran. So they got rid of the other 14 Arabic nations without using nukes. And now that there's 2 left, Lebanon, which is not even the whole country, he's not even worried about the whole country of Lebanon. He's worried about Hezbollah, which is a group in South Lebanon. Hezbollah, a small militant group. Hamas, small militant group. And Iran. We need to use nuclear power. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good luck, bro. Use nuclear power against Iran. Use nuclear power against Lebanon. Use nuclear power against Palestine. I mean, it's right next door. See what happens. If you bomb your own land, see what happens. They won't do it. They won't nuke Israel. Now, will they shoot a nuke at Iran? Yeah, they might. They might try to shoot a nuke at Iran. America might try to nuke Iran. But there's going to be no excuse for that. They're not going to be able to do that. They're not going to be able to get away from it. or get away with it. It will go in, like, all of this will go into a full World War III, especially if they're talking about stuff like this, like 24 hours, there could be a nuclear war. Like, are you on crack?
Iranian allies will attack Israel with tens of thousands of missiles, in which case Israel could defend itself with all the weapons it has, including nuclear capabilities. So this is a very dangerous moment.
This is democracy
Bro.
now.
Now is in the...
So because Hezbollah, Hamas are being funded by Iran and they're shooting, let's say, thousands of missiles into Israel, that gives them go to just nuke. You guys know what nuke is? You guys know what nuclear is? Like nuclear weapons, nuclear submarines, nuclear bombs. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, this is exactly why, like, we went into Iraq in the first place, and we claimed that, like, Iran had weapons of mass destruction, and, you know, Saddam and all of this stuff, weapons of mass destruction, nuclear, and they never had nuclear. They never even threatened to use it. Like, no nuclear. But then you have these people who have nuclear, who run around on public television and threaten to use it like it's some game, bro. Like it's some button. Like, boom, we have nukes. We're gonna go into within 24 hours. We can go into nuclear warfare. Like, are you joking? This literally gotta be a joke. It's, I want to like spit at this guy. Like, how is the United States of America gonna go and pledge a full-on war against the Middle East because weapons of mass destruction and nuclear warfare when there was none? There was no nuclear weapons. No one had nuclear weapons. No one was harming America. And we went and we destroyed these countries anyways. But then Israel can just be like, oh, I'll nuke who I want when I feel threatened. Wild. Just to check this guy's background. Yuval Noah Harari is an Israeli author, public intellectual, historian, and professor in the Department of History at Hebrew University of Jerusalem. He's the author of popular science bestsellers. So, scientist, supposed smart guy, but then he says stupid stuff like this. So, I don't know. We'll go ahead and end the video there. Thank you guys so much for popping in, watching in. Anyone that's talking like this, anyone that talks reckless like this, wants to just nuke people, someone who defends a terrorist state such as Israel, they deserve to be called out on their BS. Like, this guy deserves to be called out for what he's saying. He deserves to be told off, because this guy actually has some type of resentment and some evil, like, nasty, like, disgust in his heart, or like he really has chose a side. Like, he's super biased. No matter what anyone says, no matter what anyone does, this guy's willing to nuke, like, his own country. He's willing to literally nuke his own country in order to win a war, or in order to feel his ego is boosted. Like, oh, I am the winner. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at this guy. So this is a guy who is egotistically driven himself to a point of status and power where he thinks he's something. You know what I'm saying? So he feels that him and his country have the right to just nuke whoever they want, whenever they want, however they want, because someone transgressed on them, even though they've been transgressing on these people for 70 plus years. So now, oh, we're gonna defend ourselves with nuclear bombs. Wild. Like, your entitlement and the way you think is literally wild. Literally wild. People who say things like this, like, you've gone to school for how many years? Professor, doctor, scientist. You should know the words that come out of your mouth. You should watch what you say. You should understand that what you said is very unintellectual. What you're saying is very inhumane. What you're saying has no cause. There's no effect that is good for the cause that you're calling for. Like, there's nothing good to come out of bombing with nukes. There's nothing good. You're not going to win the war. You're going to cause a big issue on the planet, and you're going to go into World War III. What you're saying is pure ignorance, and someone should strip your degree, because I don't know how you got it. Anyways, guys, God bless. Peace out. Leave a like, subscribe, and until the next time, peace out. Free Palestine.